Welcome to Intuitive Astrology with Molly McCord. Thank you so much for joining me. Today is Monday, August 12th, 2024. I just had a beautiful, loving, peaceful weekend. I'm really feeling some high frequencies and beautiful energies that I want to share with you through a channeled message. I'm not sure what the exact title of the message is just yet, but I've been feeling this energy coming through that is very powerful, strong, and clear around how to prioritize your energy field as more chaos, division, and emotionally charged energies continue to circle the globe. As we become more energetically sensitive and open to various frequencies, we can feel that. In fact, you could even feel that you're getting downloads, messages, and breakthroughs that don't make sense. And they're showing me that part of what is happening is a very deep internal tension that is combusting parts of ourselves that we've been holding on to. And what we've been holding on to has been limitations that aren't allowing us to go higher and to ascend into new perspectives and levels of consciousness. These combustions look like parts of our physical body breaking. And I don't mean this literally, but they're showing me almost microscopic parts of ourselves are breaking, and it looks like little tendons or cellular structures, perhaps even minor muscle sprains. Again, very small, perhaps something that you might feel, you might not feel. This isn't meant to be about actual injury. This is about how our bodies are feeling the need to evolve. And I'm feeling this beautiful wisdom in the body consciousness that knows that if we move through certain cycles with an understanding of the bigger picture, it helps manage and responsibly take care of what we need. So for example, this definitely relates to energies from the sun, solar flares, CMEs, asteroids and comets and everything going on out there in the wild cosmos, and how our body is also moving in new directions by responsibly evolving with the flow of change. So when you feel really tired, drained, worn out, your body is doing a lot of work internally as part of that evolutionary journey. When you are feeling energized, motivated, and quite productive, especially physically, your body is also feeling that energy moving through to support you. And none of this is going to seem logical, rational, or that you can necessarily figure it out with your brain. It's something that is moving through our physical structures and speaking energetically to us. You could certainly be feeling deeper cravings as your body is learning to get nutrients and energy in new ways. This certainly affects states of sleep where you could feel that your brain goes into deeper wavelengths, and that it's harder to return to the body when you're meant to wake up, especially if it's not working with your natural cycle. So if you have to get up at 5 a.m., but your body wants to sleep till 8 a.m., that could feel very rough at times. They're showing me that a lot of energy that we're picking up is coming from the point at the base of the skull where the neck comes up and connects, known as the mouth of God. This is called the mouth of God energy point, and we are working with new energies that are entering our physical energy streams through this very potent point, and the energy goes up into the brain, third eye, and crown chakra, it also then goes down into the lower chakra points, but into the body's physical energy streams as well. This point at the base of the skull and the top of the spine is known as the medulla oblongata. And they're showing me that it's being powerfully activated, perhaps beyond what we consciously recognize or know, especially because we are so focused on what's in front of us, literally, and this energy point is behind us. The medulla oblongata, being very aware of all energy streams, can almost feel like I'm getting the visual of a vacuum that is vacuuming in various energies, but you want to be very conscious of whatever type of filter is allowing energies in. And they're also saying this is why when we sleep and when we rest, we then more intentionally integrate whatever that vacuum has been pulling in. So it's quite interesting because they're showing me that we're not always aware of how powerful this mouth of God or medulla oblongata really is. And that is important for us to connect with now. So now it makes sense why they wanted me to give you this message and to offer it in case it resonates. There's always an honoring of your free will, what resonates with you, and what is supporting you at this time. So please trust if this is true for you. But they're saying that this is where we are being guided to responsibly manage the energy streams that are happening all around us, as well as what we are picking up on behind the scenes. So this is fascinating because they're showing me that this particular energy point is helping with your psychic and intuitive skills. Because the energy point is physically behind us, we could be pulling in a lot of information and insights that we don't always know how to decipher, or what does it mean, or is this true? And they're showing me that a lot of people need energy work around this point. Now, if you want to physically feel it for yourself right now, you would just take your hand and go to the base of your skull, and there's a soft nook where the skull sits at the top of your spinal cord. And they're showing me that it would be supportive and wise to regularly work with this energy point as you move energy. Perhaps you do Reiki with it. You simply intentionally put your fingers on this mouth of God point to release energy, cleanse or purge. They're showing me that a lot of people have what looks like dark gray or black energy here simply because it hasn't been cleansed. It hasn't been released. It's been a very unknown, powerful energy point that we're guided to work with now and to intentionally release anything that's been circling within you, especially in the mind, because they're showing this to me as the bottom of the drain, but the drain has never been cleaned out, almost like a garbage disposal or something at the base of the skull that has accumulated too much energy, and that now is a beautiful time to work with this energy point, especially while you're lying down, because as you work with this energy point, they're saying you can get quite dizzy and overwhelmed, and you could start to feel almost vertigo, or that your head is spinning or something's going on because the energy is being released through an intense flow. They're also showing me that it could be hard to open this energy point for some people, almost like a valve that you can't take off or can't remove. It's going to take a little bit of work or a few layers of energy work to get the energy flowing again. This is a powerful energy point because of how life force enters and exits us when we are actively working with this part of our energy system. And now they're showing me that astrologically, this can relate to your lower Mercury expressions, shadow Mercury energies, unconscious thoughts, words, expressions that you want to elevate or clear out, parts of that lower Mercury that can bring your energy down instead of elevate you and connect you to the higher growth and learning potentials. When we begin to work with the medulla oblongata consciously, we are now understanding more of what is flowing through us. And I'm feeling that as we open up to higher realms of frequencies, then those energies begin to flow through us more actively. So my guidance team is sharing with us the importance of this particular energy point that is a powerful portal of cosmic flow. And as I say this, I'm seeing a lot of beautiful, deep, rich purple energy being invited into this energy stream. I'm seeing a very sparkly, almost glittery, purple stream of higher consciousness flowing through. And if you resonate with this, of course, trust if you're feeling that invitation to allow these deeper, wiser parts of your soul frequency to come through and enter into not only your conscious energy streams, but anywhere in your auric field that is ready for more wisdom, ready for deeper understanding. I'm also now hearing that this is an energy stream that can answer questions about what am I learning? What is my purpose? What are my next best steps? Where can I use my gifts in the best possible way? I'm seeing this as a place to receive those answers, especially once you've opened up the energy stream and you've allowed those lower Mercury expressions to be cleared out. And it's interesting because they're showing me that in some people it can be unconsciously clogged, and that's by choice. Perhaps it reflects a part of oneself that's afraid to grow or evolve, an energy of a comfort zone where I want to stay here, I want to be in this thought pattern that serves me, that supports me. So it's interesting because they're being very clear about how this portal of wisdom is absolutely chosen by free will. And as we move into more of our sovereignty and more of our authentic soul frequencies, this is going to be an important part of your energy to harness and understand, as well as to care for. And now they're showing me again the visual of lying down, as if preparing for sleep or a nap, resting, because I'm seeing a person lying on a bed with a pillow. And the energy feels like it's that nightly routine. And this is important because they're saying that when we rest and we're expecting to rest for hours at a time, we can allow the higher frequencies to support us, to reprogram us, to gift us with more of our soul's wisdom through this particular portal, but only with our conscious permission. I'm seeing, okay, now the energy shifts. I'm seeing that this particular energy portal has been a source of night terrors, remembering experiences that were really fearful and dark from other lifetimes. I'm seeing that this is where cellular memories have bunched up or clogged together. And of course, I'm speaking energetically. This is not scientifically, but I'm seeing that there's a lot that has accumulated here that is where we connect with fears and shadows. And again, I'm seeing night terrors that were so extreme and left such an imprint on our energy field. And they're saying that this is a part of your energy to invite in very pure, golden, crystalline energy frequencies, to pull in more calming, compassionate energies here, especially if you're dealing with intense dreams or big memories, or again, night terrors, not just nightmares, but night terrors, that this could be a beautiful place to energetically calm deep shadow and fears, even if they only show up sporadically. Okay, and now they're bringing my attention to the belly button, the navel, and how the belly button directly relates to our solar plexus and was our first physical cord of attachment to the mother, the maternal figure, and the maternal lineage, and that there is potentially an energetic cord from the belly button that goes up to the medulla oblongata that has been passed down through the ancestral line. And I feel the energy shift here into karmic family patterns, or something that your mother experienced that you also experienced, but that you're healing. I'm also feeling this as an energy line that gets stuck in the heart or blocked in the heart. And as I say that, I feel the heart get heavy. The heart is holding a weight or a fear or a very dense energy pattern that can be cleared by energetically connecting to the mouth of God as an exit point. As always, simply trust if this resonates with you, and if it doesn't, then it doesn't. And I'm actually surprised by where this message has gone. I didn't expect any of this. But what I'm feeling, actually, this is fascinating, is that going back to the navel, the belly button, I'm seeing that as the sun sign. And then I'm feeling the energy of the moon sign and the energy of Venus and then the energy of Mercury through this energetic system that I'm describing. And they're saying that this is an invitation for someone to meditate on this, if it resonates with you, if there's more to explore here, or if this is perhaps validating anything that you're moving through or experiencing in your life at this time. Is there a correlation to the maternal side of the family? And now they're taking me to ancient Greece. I'm seeing long flowing cloth gowns. I'm seeing a rather ornate headpiece, and I'm seeing very simple sandals. It just has a very simplistic look to it. I'm not picking up on any particular status or even name. This is some kind of representation of a more organic, simpler life experience that is in direct contrast to our modern lives, our modern worlds. And now they're showing me technology. So I think this pertains to the influence of technology, frequency, electronics in our daily life that we're surrounded by, even as simple as carrying your phone on your body for extended periods of time, and how these influences have disrupted some of our organic processes, and that it's like an intrusion. There's an intrusion on the body and our physical vessels around how the body used to perform and experience its environment back in ancient Greece versus today. And they're saying, look at how far your modern lives have taken you and how much has evolved in terms of what you connect with on a daily basis, how quickly, how fast, what you're surrounded by that you just take for granted. It's just a part of what we even need in our daily lives at this time. And they're just showing me this really stark contrast between what we would consider ancient, organic, simpler living versus modern, advanced living that we're accustomed to now. And they're saying that your body is feeling all that, absorbing even more than you consciously realize. And that not only is this affecting our physical vessel and all the systems within us, but it's energetically working with us. And they're saying that we pick up on so much more than we even realize. And as we continue to ascend and energetically awaken to what is possible for us, we start to pick up even more in the collective, where you can be that unconscious sponge of feeling more of the chaos or anger or happiness or love or connection or despair, whatever it might be that is moving around the collective at any given time. They're saying that we are more open to that than ever before. Plus, we are more open and receptive to these technology influences and to all the various instruments of energy that exist all around us now. So when we need an energy cleanse, they're saying, look at what's around you that you're just used to seeing on the desktop or in your purse. Look at the technology, the electronics, everything that has a frequency, and how you are taking that on, and give yourself breaks from that. Step away from that. Anything from the modem to the TV to the phone and the tablets and any of the smart devices that are now regular conveniences in our homes. They're asking us to look at the frequencies that we use every day and to make sure to take a break when you're feeling depleted, overwhelmed, run down, because these frequencies can be draining your battery as well. And so that could be quite literally draining your battery and affecting you in ways you didn't realize. And they're saying it's important to develop these practices now because it's only going to accelerate and become more common over the next number of years. We're going to have even more influences from electronics, from satellites, from all these various communication devices that will continue to show up in all areas of life. And so there is a return here to what is organic, what is calm, what is peaceful, how you detach or step away from any of these energetic intrusions that are taking their toll on you. Simple as, okay, now they're taking me back to sleeping, the visual of someone lying on the bed, to make sure that in your space you aren't overloading your body with these frequencies while you rest. And that even if it's common to have your phone on your nightstand, be aware of the frequencies it's giving off and how it might be affecting you while you sleep. If your phone is your alarm clock, for example, what did you use 20 or 30 years ago before a phone had that feature? There is the intention here to make us more aware of what is in our surroundings and what we have become accustomed to, but to know that the body is always adjusting to these frequencies and picking up on so much more than we might realize, especially at night when we're sleeping and basically more vulnerable. They're also reminding us of the importance to bring in more organic, natural elements into our everyday spaces. So as simple as making sure there are fresh flowers, natural scents, perhaps organic wood, high vibrating crystals, rocks, stones, basically anything that's never been processed. And there are hundreds of other stones and crystals that hold different properties and healing codes. It's more important than ever to balance all of these frequency influences with organic, earthly influences as well. And this isn't new. You've known about this for a long time, or perhaps you've practiced it for decades. But what they're showing here is that it's going to become even more essential if you think of it in terms of maintaining an energetic balance, especially in the physical self. And the other message I'm receiving now, which I feel is the ending of this particular message, is that as energies accelerate and move forward on the planet, we're going to need more regular grounding practices. They're basically saying you haven't seen anything yet. You've never experienced this level of accelerated technology, and you're entering into a whole new experience on this planet where it can be literally head spinning and overwhelming at times. It can be a lot to take on, to grapple, or to work with. And you're going to need regular earthly connections to ground you. So getting back to what is in your everyday environment that is directly from the earth is going to become more valuable and more essential, and even something that you'll turn to more regularly to help keep your feet on the ground as everyday life continues to evolve rapidly. And we'll see more of those changes in 2025 especially. So I hope this message has given you some insights into ways to work with your energy that supports you and empowers you, and perhaps even explains what you might be feeling or picking up, and helping you connect some dots around the source or influence. I also want to share that I have a guided meditation that can help you with clearing out any blockages or unconscious energy stuck within you. It's called the Aquarian Diamond Lightcode Meditation. It's about an hour long, and it's designed to flush out and release any expired cellular energy, as well as call in more of what you are ready to receive, higher frequencies, realigning your relationship consciousness, and basically feeling in charge of what you allow into your physical vessel. So that guided meditation is only $11. I'll put below podcast here in case it resonates or would be something that supports you right now. As always, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for your energy, time, and connection. I will be back every Wednesday and Monday for a new podcast episode. Wishing you a beautiful journey ahead with beautiful, enlightening breakthroughs around your power, choice, and light in this lifetime. Take good care, and I'll see you back here soon.